I want to talk a little bit about conviction today. It's actually a topic that's been on my mind recently. It's been something I've really been thinking a lot about. Um, so, how I define conviction is the strength, or the inner strength you need to accomplish something, or when things are going wrong, when things aren't going your way, the inner belief that you have within yourself that you will accomplish the thing that you want to accomplish. And I think that anything important in your life, like any big project that you undertake in your life, requires a lot of conviction. And the reason why, I think it's a twofold reason why. One is because if it's the first time, especially if it's the first time you're undertaking any kind of big project, you've never done anything like this before, right? You've never had to put things together to become cohesive, right? Like you've never had to put your skills together in a way that, end in a cohesive project. So it's all brand new to you. And as a result, there's a ton of doubts. And continuing with doubts, the second reason is that there are going to be a lot of people who doubt what you do, especially if, the big project in your life is a gigantic pivot or a gigantic departure from what people in your life already know you to do, right? If people in your life already know you for a certain thing, for a certain skill set, for certain ideas, if your big project involves you going in the opposite direction or a completely different direction, whatever, people are always going to have doubts. And the truth about it is, like, they're right? they're right to doubt you because you haven't proven it to yourself yet, and you haven't proven it to anyone else yet. Again, especially if this is a new project, a new undertaking. Like to use an example, like imagine you are a person who kind of worked retail or tiny little sales role all your life, right? Like maybe you're the manager of a phone store or the manager of a Costco, something like that. And your dream is to, let's say, become an investment banker, something like that. That's a huge pivot, right? Because the work that it takes to even get your foot through the door on Wall Street requires, let's say you don't have a college degree, right? You're a manager at whatever store, but you never even went to college. Odds are that requires you probably going to college just to get your foot in the door. And when you may have a strong inner conviction, like, man, I really feel like I belong, at this Wall Street job or this high profile job. You may have that inner conviction, but other people are going to tell you, they're going to doubt you. They're going to say, nah, I don't think that's for you, man. You would have already been there. That ship has sailed. Like, you're too old, or you're not skilled enough, you're not smart enough, whatever the case may be. You would already be there if you were meant to be there. And having conviction kind of means, taking that and, taking those doubts and working essentially as hard as you can to silence those doubts. Because those doubts happen whether people admit it or not. Like any person that you tell a plan to, right? Any person that you tell your goals and dreams to, depending on the role that they play in your life, they're more than likely going to doubt it, right? Especially if you don't have a track record of so-called success, right? Especially if like you're starting from zero. People are just not going to believe you, and that's okay, right? Like you do have to have the inner conviction. And I also think part of having the inner conviction is understanding that, like, you're allowed to be mad at those people. Like, they are right for doubting you because you haven't proven anything yet, but it's okay to be angry at them for that, right? It's okay to have that anger and that strength, that conviction, because, people are doubting you, right? People are expressing skepticism. And it's okay to be angry at that because you do want people to support you, but you also have to understand that not everyone's going to support you. And in fact, they can't, right? Unless you literally need the support of other people in your life, you can't rely on the support of other people in your life. It's just not possible. They're just not going to, especially if you have a lot of people in your life, they're just not going to be there for you. And it's okay to be mad at them. I honestly believe it's okay to be mad at them. That fuel, you need to turn that into fuel to kind of propel you forward and to keep you on task. And I mean, that's kind of it, right? I mean, that's kind of what conviction boils down to. So just wanted to put out a quick video, and just to keep my posting streak alive, just to keep me accountable here. A lot of you guys aren't even gonna see this, but that's all right. Until next time.